Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the pros and the cons of building your website on WordPress using Elementor. So basically, when it comes to building sites on WordPress, you have two broad options. Of course, there are more than two, but the two major ones I know about are using a custom theme or building from scratch. Now, using a custom theme means you have to get a paid custom theme, which you need to customize, to your taste. But the problem with that is, with our approach is the flexibility isn't really there. So, but if you want to enjoy flexibility and build your site however you want it, your best option would be to use a page builder like Elementor. So, what's Elementor? Elementor basically is a page builder. By a page builder, I mean it's a drag and drop page editor. So, meaning rather than designing or coding components of your website from scratch, all you don't need to do is drag, drop, customize, drag, drop, customize. It's that easy. Of course, needless to say, Elementor is not the only page builder on the market. There are a couple of dozens of other page builders. We have like Breakdance, we have Divi Themes. But for the purpose of this video, my focus is just going to be on Elementor. So that being said, what are the advantages and the disadvantages of using Elementor? Number one, obviously, it makes building a site very easy. Very, very, very easy. The best thing about it is, of course, you can still add your custom CSS code into it, but not needless to say, it makes building a site very easy. Another advantage is that it also gives you unlimited customizations. I mean, you can customize your sites however you want without necessarily writing any code behind it. Another advantage is that it makes, of course, because it's easy, it makes the whole process of building a site faster. Another thing I like about Elementor is that your site comes mobile optimized out of the box, meaning every component you build is optimized for mobile. Of course, it still gives it the option of still adding additional customization across mobile and tablet and desktop. But the beautiful about it is that you don't have to worry because your site is mobile optimized right out of the box. And then another thing I like about it is it integrates seamlessly with several WordPress plugins. For example, if you use, let's say, Calendly, to book appointments, it integrates seamlessly with Calendly. Of course, not only Calendly, several thousands of other plugins, Elementor integrates seamlessly with them. One of the major disadvantages of Elementor is that it adds some extra weight to your website. What do I mean by extra weight? Since you're not writing any code, you're not writing any CSS code, you're not writing any JavaScript code, those codes are already pre-built. So that means those extra codes can make your site perform less than you might like, meaning it might affect the performance of your site, though not all the time. Of course, with the right approach, this may not happen, but you just have to keep it in mind that Elementor may affect the performance of your site. Another disadvantage is that, of course, it's not free. Elementor, yeah, it does have a free version, but there's very little you can do on the free version. So you might need to upgrade to the pro version of it, and it could set you back by as much as probably $50 per month. And then another disadvantage you might have too is, while it does offer unlimited customizations, it still has its limitations. I know this can be contradicted. Now, what do I mean? There are certain features you might want to implement in Elementor, and you realize you might not be able to do it. And maybe the only option to do it is to write some complex code or to use additional plugins. So when you start adding more plugins to your site, it's likely make it a bit heavy. But does that mean you shouldn't use Elementor? By all means, no. I'm a big fan of Elementor and I've been using it for quite a while. But just keeping these pros and cons in mind, will come in handy when you're looking to build a website. Hope you found this video interesting. If you do, please do subscribe.